The massive stone gate was slowly closing, but the teammates inside were already exhausted. Everyone was too scared to go in and help. Only the new guy, reckless and fearless, forced his way in at the very last moment before the gate shut. However, after giving it everything he had to save them, all he got in return was their cold mockery.
Good job. You just killed yourself. What?
But Mino's words weren't just empty warnings, because this was a giant maze that could move on its own. Everyone had been trapped inside for 3 whole years, yet no one had ever found a way out. Every evening the gate would close, and only reopen at dawn. No one had ever survived a single night inside, because once the gate shut completely, the monsters within would start roaming freely. So Thomas and Mino carried their injured teammate, hoping to find a safe place to hide. But the monsters' roars were getting closer and closer. If they didn't leave the wounded behind, they would all die. Just then, a cluster of vines caught Thomas's eye. He grabbed Mino and helped pull their teammate up. They were almost safe when the wall at the end of the corridor suddenly began to move, and a terrifying monster appeared. Mino panicked instantly. If they didn't run now, the creature would find them. He turned and ran, leaving Thomas behind to struggle alone. Luckily, Thomas hid among the vines just in time, avoiding the monster's gaze. But what he saw next shocked him. The so-called terrifying creature was actually a massive spider. Stranger still, its legs were made entirely of metal. Could this whole maze be man-made? Thomas clearly didn't have time to think about that. When the monster finally left, he came out, secured the vines, and prepared to leave. But after only a few steps, a disgusting blob of slime suddenly dropped from above. Terrified, Thomas ran for his life, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake the monster off, and soon he was cornered. With the beast closing in step by step, Thomas gritted his teeth, took a running start, and leapt across the gap. After a tense chase, Thomas used the vines to trap the monster temporarily. The fleeing Mino unexpectedly came back, pulling Thomas along as they ran for their lives again. They finally reached a corridor that was closing fast, but Thomas suddenly stopped in his tracks. He had noticed something. The moving walls had just given him a brilliant idea.
What